So in terms of our best practices that we've developed so far for use of community engagement, one of those is to customize the message to the audience. Community engagement is sort of an interesting tool because it is an open subscription and you really don't know who's on the other end. So we need to actually always remember that it's an undefined audience and that anything that you post or you publish to community engagement is essentially a public notification that could be read by anybody or seen by anybody. So just assume that you're essentially publishing this to social media or to your website. To help make sure that we send out consistent messages or messages that are well scripted and well written, we're utilizing notification templates for some of the key notifications that would go out to our community engagement audience. And that helps to reduce the variability of one dispatch officer versus another typing up a message. So just from a reliability standpoint, we want to try to reduce the variation in terms of the quality of messages that come out. And just using those notification templates is a great way of eliminating that. In our community engagement, we've set our notification templates up to refer to additional resources and communication channels. The text messages that go out are limited to 138 characters. And so that really does limit the amount of information that we can provide, but we can provide a hyperlink in that and refer people to our website, our blog, where we have updated information on disaster conditions, and also our phone number that we use as an outgoing message only for sharing additional information for disaster conditions. If we're utilizing the community engagement tool for a temporary group, such as our disaster exercise or drill groups, it's just important for us to make sure that we purge the temporary notification groups, so that way the group that we trained last week isn't part of the notification for this week's training. And so that's just part of our standard operating protocol that we build in there to make sure that people, our users, are going back in and we're resetting the tool in community engagement each time. And finally, the same principles of good risk communication apply to our community engagement as they do to Everbridge. I won't lie, we've had some communications that have come out of our organization that have been a little challenging, a little lacking in terms of clarity, and we've generated sometimes more questions than answers when we've sent out mass notifications to over 20,000 people. And so we've employed what we call our good risk communication principle checklist, and our messages always start out with what you need to do, and then we go into what has happened, what we are doing as an institution, and then we reaffirm what you need to do.